Today, Wednesday, August 19th, 2020 is World Photo Day. World Photo Day is a day that I love to spend some time reflecting on where I am based on where I've been. So in the context of photography, I believe that the adventures I've had with the camera, documenting life, have been the catalyst that have brought me out of a small town in like Southern Ontario all the way to Toronto, and has helped me essentially travel North America and work for some really incredible people and make some amazing connections. So my mission that I've challenged myself to is going through my archive and picking 6 frames for each of the years that I have called myself a professional photographer. 6 photos for 6 years. I hope you enjoy. Wow, so I have literally 10 photos flagged as important on my entire hard drive from 2015. My thinking with doing this exercise is that I want to pick images that may not be like the most technically perfect or clinically awesome photos. I want to kind of take you through 6 moments of storytelling that have really helped bump me to the next level and bring me to where I am as a person and a professional photographer. So for 2015, the image that I'm going to pick is this one. So this is a group shot of a group of individuals that basically manifested the first group to complete the My Life Online training for Small World Home, which is a program championed by Blake Fleischacker and Dave Anderson. And it was a program that was focused on teaching kids how to build an online digital resume. So this group photo, this team photo was taken during a weekend retreat where we all learned how to deliver the program or the workshop in its entirety. And I feel this photo is really important to me because this group of individuals and these gentlemen served to be some of the most incredible mentors I could have had at that point in time of life. If you guys are watching this video, that's Brendan Barber, Dave Anderson, John Farmer, George Woodhouse, and Blake Fleischacker. You fellas have had an impact on me, and I really appreciate y'all letting me stick a camera in your face during this weekend. That's 2015. Boom. 1 out of 6, done. This is easy. Okay, 2016. This is still university. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. This is from the very first wedding I ever shot. This was one of those moments that I can reflect back on and be like, yeah, that photo definitely helped motivate me to want to continue to be better. I feel like I'm a really lucky dude because I'm a guy that loves rom-coms and epic cinematic adventures. And with wedding photography, I can kind of merge those 2 themes, which is pretty exciting. Without moments like this, there's no way I would have been able to tap into this love for wedding photography. So Wade and Marianne, if this ever finds its way back to you, you're rock stars, and I really appreciate you taking a shot on your next door neighbor in a small town and letting him shoot your wedding. Moving on to 2017, this is where it starts to heat up. Okay, so this photo is the first photo I shot of Andrew Hyatt. So kind of a cool backstory on this photo. I attended the Mississauga Waterfront Festival with DJ Johnny Ryvex, who was DJing the event. And during Andrew's set, I had some downtime, I had a lull. I heard Andrew's music and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. At that point, I would not consider myself to have been the level of country bumpkin that I am today. So I popped out, heard Andrew's country rock kind of sound, sat through the set and was like, this is pretty cool. During his set, there was a bit of a downpour, so I was like, maybe this is the time to cover up my cameras, but I kind of stopped, grabbed a couple frames, and I looked at the back of my camera and I found this photo, which is a pretty cool rain shot of Andrew doing his thing on the guitar. I ended up, how do I put this? Creatively negotiating my way to backstage, and just as Andrew was coming off the stage, he was talking to a radio personality, and his words were, man, that rain kind of killed my vibe. Felt like I was pretty low energy, and I kind of tugged on his sleeve and was like, excuse me, sir, not trying to overstep here, but you rocked it. The energy was wicked. I showed him the back of the camera, and the conversation started from there. Okay, so for 2018, we gotta go to a slightly different part of the archives because 2018 is when I took a little portrait of a girl and then I fell in love with a girl. Photography has always kind of served as my guiding compass, and in a lot of ways, I believe the lessons I've learned through photography helped me manifest my relationship with Carissa. And Carissa has been a person who has passionately spoken about the fact that she believes that I owe it to myself to be the best version of myself, and also recognizes that photography is a way that I can continue to do that. So in a weird kind of roundabout way, I believe that by taking this photo, it's kind of a cool universal collision of a lot of great things. I feel like this is the first photo of my very best friend. I feel like this is a photo that marks the beginning of a completely new chapter. And I believe that this is a photo that kind of demonstrates that things can progress and evolve, and photography and love and relationships can all be a positive thing that coexist, and in my case have helped me be the best version of myself. So if you haven't thrown up because of the sap yet, I gotta try harder. I gotta try harder. The following photo, taken in 2019, was a moment that really helped me reflect on the value I had as a photographer. So, in 2019, Shawn Mendes came on home to play his sold-out show at the Toronto Rogers Centre. I was fortunate enough to be one of 3 photographers in Toronto that had access to the photo pit to shoot Shawn Mendes, and I was there as an associate for iHeartRadio Canada. So we had iHeartRadio Canada there, we had the Toronto Star there, and we had Getty Images. So it was just like us 3 homies doing our photo thing, and I feel very, very lucky to have been a part of the iHeartRadio team. Because they gave me opportunities like this and trusted me to document moments like this crazy, crazy cool Shawn Mendes homecoming. So iHeartRadio folks, Leah, Jess, Clay, Rob, Jen, Maria, Shannon, y'all are seeing this too. Like, thanks for believing me. Thanks for giving me the opportunities to capture things like this. Yet you helped, a dude with big city dreams and a small town soul kind of see his worth through the photos and through the opportunities and moments that you put him in. I'm gonna go to 2020. So for 2020, I am going to go back to another photo of Andrew. I think it's one of my best photos I've taken of him. And 2020 was going to be the year that I went all out photo and video wise, namely with Andrew's camp. Going into the summer, I had like all of the gigs lined up. Like, we're talking Boots, CCMA, lots of stuff with Tour Bus, lots of my own stuff, a couple different documentaries for like business and actions that were lined up, and then just like, it didn't happen. Obviously, a little pandemic blew down the way, and we were not able to do any of that. I didn't think I would shoot any live music in 2020 at all, until Andrew became the first artist to set foot on a live stage in Ontario in the year of 2020. These photos that I have here are gonna be ones that I look back on and enjoy the identification of the journey that I've been on. For the reason that even in this video, I know it's like a pretty succinct timeline, but there's like 3 years between when I took that rain shot and when I took this shot now of Andrew literally like setting history essentially in music in Canada and in Ontario. The value of this moment goes past the shot. It goes past the megapixels, it goes past the shutter speeds, it goes past the audience size. A lot of people, it feels like they measure photography in the stops of exposure that they document. And that's great, but they never take the steps to reflect on the exposures they've created. And if they don't take that time to reflect on those steps, there's no way that you can like keep like marching up the staircase of photographic life that will propel you to literally the next level. So on World Photo Day, if you're a photographer, grab a camera, go take some photos, share them with people. They're meant to be shared. Hope this was valuable to you. We'll chat soon.